The federal government announcing details on the first segment of the proposed high-speed rail project Friday. The line will eventually connect Quebec City and Toronto. And we're learning the first section will be built between Ottawa and Montreal.
This segment represents a unique opportunity to connect two provinces and quickly generate benefits for travelers, communities, and the economy. Now, why start with this part of the route? Because it is, for several reasons, the most logical option.
The full line, if built, would move passengers between Montreal and Toronto in just 3 hours on trains traveling up to 300 kilometers per hour. The project, though, is one that has been talked about dating back to the days when Brian Mulroney was Prime Minister, with multiple governments struggling to get it off the ground. With me now is Paul Langan, founder of High Speed Rail Canada, an advocacy group that promotes and educates Canadians about high-speed rail. Paul, welcome.
Hi, Renee. How's it going?
Oh, I am well, thank you. Now, the first section of this rail line will be built between Ottawa and Montreal. Your reaction?
Oh, it's great news. You know, 20, 25 years I've been following this and hoping for this, so it really is a miracle. And like the minister said, it's a real good decision to have the line start Ottawa to Montreal. It's kind of the easiest one to get done first.
Now, this high-speed rail line has been talked about for years, but has never gotten off the ground. Is it more viable now than it has been in the past?
Well, I can say for the first time in 25 years, I'm no longer cynical. I'm no longer thinking it's not going to happen. It's never gone this far before, and I do see it hard pulling back now because they've gone so far in the process. So I'm optimistic.
What kinds of roadblocks will this have to overcome? For example, the federal government has said that this will include land expropriation, and there are concerns that farmers could be affected.
Yeah, well, Renee, you are going to expropriate the land, but they are compensated well. I know down my way, we had a recent highway that was being built through farmland, and the farmers were quite happy to sell their land because they were getting above market value for it. So, yeah, there is expropriation of the land, but there is no reason for Canada to be 50 years behind the rest of the modern world like it is now as far as passenger rail.
And the government has said that any landowners will be treated very fairly. Now, I do have a question about the location of this first section. Toronto and the surrounding area is very densely populated. Why do you think it isn't included in this first leg?
I think they wanted to get a win, and it's just an easier segment to get the win done in a timely fashion without delays. So I think it's that simple. You're right. Toronto, would be the one to start with, but it's also one of the hardest ones to get the line going from. So again, I think it was ease to get it done, to say that we're actually starting construction, and in 3 or 4 years is a miracle.
So what are you watching for next?
Well, what I'm excited about next, and I really hope the public gets involved, is the public consultation process, because it starts in January. There's going to be a few of them, but all types, public consultation, virtual consultation. You can send in your comments electronically. So that's something I hope the public gets involved in. Boy, it's exciting times. We've never got to that stage before, as I keep repeating myself.
Well, that is our time, Paul. We will have to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here with us. That is Paul Langan, the founder of High Speed Rail Canada.